Okay, so here we have our minor melody. This is the one that you all did for homework already. First thing we have to do is figure out our key signature. So I have a separate page, by the way, for rough work. Please don't write your rough work directly under the melody. But this is just so that it can be all on the camera. So first things first, we need to check whether we're looking at sharps or flats in the original key signature. This is sharps. We need to use our sharp rhyme. So for sharps, we use father, Charles, goes, down, and ends, battle. That's your rhyme for your sharps. You draw your line before the C, start on 0 there for C. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, okay, apparently I can't count. 3, 4, and 5. We have one sharp in the given melody up here. So we have one sharp down here for G. So we are in the original major key of G major. Okay? Now we need to figure out whether we're in a major or minor key. So have a look through your melody here. As I said to you already, firstly you're going to have accidentals in your melody if it's a minor key, and it's also going to center around La rather than Do. Do in the key of G major obviously is G. This bar is not centering around the chord of 1 or G. It starts on a B and ends on an E. Here you have an accidental, which gives the game away straight away. If that was the C or the Re So, then the La's would be around it. You don't have any G for Do in here. You don't have any G for Do in here. You've got one very unimportant one here. It's on a half a beat, G. So realistically, with or without that accidental there, you're not going to be in the key of G major. So let's just have a quick look and see what our relative minor is. So in order to do that, you need to check your related keys grid. You start in G major in the middle, +5 for the dominant, which is D, +4 for the subdominant, which would be C. So like, you're starting on G, so you go G, A, B, C, D, that's the 5th, and then 4 up, G, A, B, C, so that's the 4th. -3 then for your minor key. If you start on G, 3 down is G, F, E. So that is the key of E minor. So, does the melody more so revolve around E? We end the bar here on E, and this would be the chord of 1, E, G, B. So that works out nicely. We have your sharp anyway here, your accidental, coming from an E and going to E, which is one of the patterns for approaching and quitting the Re So anyway. So we've an E here, an E here, an E here. Okay, and no E's here. So let's just double check our scale of E major. So again, you start on E, write out every single note until you get to the next E. If you're writing out the scale, that would be La, Ti, Do, Re, Mi, Fa, So, and La. So to get your raised Fa and your raised So, you go to the Fa, check your key signature, your original key signature is an F sharp. So let's add that in here. There's no sharps or flats on this, so it is a natural note. In order to raise it by a semitone, therefore, from a natural, you're going to go up to a sharp. Okay, had that been a flat, you would have naturalized it using a natural sign. This one, the so, also does not have any sharps or flats. It's a natural note, so you need to raise it by adding a sharp as well. So this one is Fi, and the next one is C. Okay, so this is your C, your D sharp. In your melody, you have a D sharp. So that does match up, and that would make that C going to La, which matches up correctly. So now you know for absolute certainty that you are in the key of E minor. So I'm just going to move a bit closer so that I can work it better. Okay, so hopefully that makes sense to you all. We're in the key of E minor, this key here. So we've done our scale, here La, Ti, Do, Re, Mi, Fi, Si, and La. And now we need to put that into our melody. So we've got, let's move this down. This is, oh, sorry, it's not La. This is Mi, Re, Do, Ti, La, Fa, Mi, Re, La, Si, La, Ti, Do, La, Fa, Mi, Fa, Re, Do, and Ti. So you would just sing that. Mi, Re, Do, Ti, La, Fa, Mi, Re, La, Si, La, Ti, Do, La, Fa, Mi, Fa, Re, Do, Ti. Immediately you notice that it's going down here. Re, Do, Ti. Your next note is automatically going to be La. That's what fits next. So I'm just going to pencil that in there on a note head, but not at the stem because I don't know what rhythm I want yet. So I hope you can all hear that. Mi, Fa, Re, Do, Ti, La, rather than Re, Do, Ti, Do. It's going to make it sound major. Re, Do, Ti, Do, Re, Do, Ti, La. Or Re, Do, Ti, So. Obviously is a weird one to go to. That was making it major. You need to raise your so. So hopefully you can hear that. Re, Do, Ti, La. Okay, so let's make out our plan. So this is A. I'm just gonna, I know you won't be able to see this rough work anymore. I'm gonna leave it to one side, okay? And so you keep your rough work handy at all times, and I'll refer back to it as we continue on. So this is your A phrase up here, and then you have your A1 phrase here, B phrase here, and A2 phrase here. And then you do in your bar lines to make sure you have the correct number of bars. You have to have 16 bars. So just double check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Bar 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Then add in your treble clefs and bring your key signature down, but you don't need to bring your time signature down. Okay. So now your skeleton plan. You've got your development 1, development 2, and in here you're going to potentially have a modulation. In a major key, like an original major key, you have to do your modulation as we have always been doing. In your relative minor, I'm going to show you how to do it, but you don't have to. So I'm going to put it in brackets. You do not have to modulate. Here then you have your sequence. And down here, development 1, development 2, chord of 5, which is a major chord, chord of 1, which is a minor chord. Here you have your high point as well, and you end on an imperfect cadence with the chord of 5, which of course is major. And that's your skeleton plan done. Now, Usually you end on do in a major key. You're going to end on la this time, rather than do. Your melody centers around la. So la has now replaced do. Every rule that you had with regards to do in a major key is now replaced by la in the minor key. So you are going to end on la. I'm going to add in some chords into my rough work so that I can use the chord of 5. Chord of 1, 2, 3, 4. So 4 is minor, my apologies. 5, 7. 6 is also major now, and 7. So 1 is E, G, and B. 2 is F sharp, A, C. It's diminished. 3 is G, B, D. We're not going to be using that one. 4 is A, C, and E, which is minor. 5, 7 is B, D sharp, because of your raised, so F sharp, which is in the key signature, and then your A is your 7th. 6 is C, E, and G, and then 7 is D, F sharp, and A. And your D has a sharp there because it is the raised. So is your chord grid done it? Oh yeah, you also don't use chord of 7. Okay, so back to your actual melody. I'm going to sing this again. I'm going to do it as if I was actually doing a melody and just explain what I do as I go along. So we'll sing this again. Do, mi, mi, re, do, ti, la, fa, mi, re, la, si, la, ti, do, la, fa, mi, fa, re, do, ti, la. Okay, development 1 needs to be based off this bar up here. So I'm not going to have a minim there realistically, there's no minims in here. And it's going to take up half the bar. So, a couple of ideas that I hear. Re, do, ti, la, or I could do la, ti, do, re, mi. Rather than mi, re, do, ti, la. So it's basically an inversion of what I've been given. It fits nicely with this re, do, ti, do, re, mi. If I do la, ti, do, la, I'm just turning back on myself very, very quickly. And not moving. So I personally prefer la, ti, do, re, mi. So that's what I'm going to do. La, ti, do, re, mi. Oh my goodness me. Okay, got there eventually. So la, ti, do, re, mi. Now I hear it going to fa next. So I'm just going to pencil that in for now. La, ti, do, re, mi, fa. Okay, so fa, mi, si. Or we've a C coming up, so I want to figure out, because I'm not going directly, if I did la, ti, do, re, mi, fi, si, la, that's just a scale. That doesn't prove that I know anything if I just do a scale over the course of 2 bars. So that's boring. La, ti, do, re, mi, fa, mi, si, la. Kind of breaks up the scale that little bit more. So if I have fa, mi, si, is the fa okay, or should it be fi, because a C raised so is coming up soon? We're going to stick with fa. The reason being, we're not going directly to C. or the raised. So you have to go directly to it in order to use your raised fa or fi. So we're going to stick with fa. La, ti, do, re, mi, fa, mi. Si. Don't forget your accidental, really important. If you leave it out, you lose marks. Fa, mi, si, la. And we have a correct approach and quit from C here. Mi, si, la was one of the options that I gave you. So, la, ti, do, re, mi, fi, mi, si, la. Okay, we've just headed the whole way up an octave in kind of pretty much a scale. I'm just going to move this over a bit. So we want to head back down. We don't want to go too high just yet. Our high point needs to be down here. So we don't want to go too high just yet. La, ti, do, re, mi, fi, mi, si, la. So I'm going to head back down and use my melodic minor. La, so, fa, mi. La, so, fa, mi. So for the melodic minor, here I have my natural sign. Okay? Please zoom in or something, have a look at it properly, make sure you can see it. I have my natural sign here, and because I'm using so in the same bar as I've just used C, I need to use my accidental of a natural because I want so rather than C. If I didn't put that in, it would still be sharp. So please be really careful. Okay. La, ti, do, re, mi, fi, mi, si, la, so, fa, mi. I hear going re next. Re. Now, modulation coming up. So, in order to do your modulation, back to our rough work. Modulations starting in a relative minor are always going to modulate to the relative major. Always. You would have already figured it out. It's G major in this case. The important things you have to put in are do and so. If you do out your scale, G, A, B, C, D, E, F sharp, and G. Do, re, mi, fa, so, la, ti, do. So here, and do down here. They're your two most important notes. They're the two that anchor your melody into its new key. All right? T is kind of involved in the minor key, but it can help to anchor as well. Your so and your do are more important here. So, going back, bearing in mind you do not ever have to do this modulation. You can stay and do an imperfect cadence here if you so wish. The same as you're going to do here. So it'll be the same. All right? But if you wish to modulate, this is how you do it. So I'm just going to move this bar line across, keep it nice and neat. Remember, being neat is really important. So re from here, we're going to modulate across these two bars. 5 to 1 in our new key. So 5 is the chord of D. And 1 is the chord of G. Okay? So, we've done la, ti, do, re, mi, fa, mi, si, la, so, fa, mi, re, do, re, do, ti, la, so, do. Okay, I'm going to add this in for now. Re, do, ti, la, so, do. Now, this is what I've heard. Re, do, ti, la, so, do. This is a nice smooth modulation. If we look at our entire phrase, la, oh, that's do, la, ti, do, re, mi, fa, mi, si, la, so, fa, mi, re, do, ti, la, so, do. we just have a scale up and a scale down. So we need to do something with this when we check it back, because all we have is this little dip here. However, in sections it's quite melodic. So like this section is melodic, this section is melodic, this section is melodic, and it all fits in together. La, ooh, do, la, ti, do, re, mi, fa, mi, si, la, so, fa, mi, re, do, ti, la, so, do. So let's put in a bit of contrast next up anyway, because we don't want to scale. So we're trying to stick with a chord of 1 in our new key, which is do, mi, so. So I'm literally going to do that. Do, mi, so. Rhythm wise, we've got re, do, ti, la, so, do, mi, so, mi. Now, that's boring. It's just 4 crotchets. So let's do something different. Re, do, ti, la, so, do, mi, so, mi. Or re, do, ti, la, so, do, mi, so, mi. I prefer to the first option, so let's dot this and make this into a quiver. So now we have mi, re, do, ti, la, fa, mi, re, la, si, la, ti, do, la, fa, mi, fa, re, do, ti, la, ti, do, re, mi, fa, mi, si, la, so, fa, mi, re, do, ti, la, so, do, mi, so, mi. Okay, so really nice and smooth modulation there. I'm still not entirely happy at how much of a scale this is, but it sounds nice, so I'm going to keep it for now. Moving on. Do, mi, so, mi, fa. Okay, so I'm going to keep this kind of ambiguous and start on fa. Fa doesn't really symbolize major or minor in this case, because with the raised fi it would be, or the raised fa, fi, it would be minor, but fa is kind of in both. So fa, so la, ti, do, re, mi, fa, mi, si, la, so, fa, mi, re, do, ti, la, so, do, mi, so, mi, fa. Okay, so what I hear in my head is fa, mi, re, do, ti. Fa, mi, re, do, ti, so, fa, mi, re, do, la. So it's 2 scales down in your sequence, but I like that sequence, so I'm going to stick it with it. Or I could do fa, no, do, mi, so, mi, fa, so. No, I can't even sing it. If you can't sing it, you can't do it, right? General rule of thumb. If you can't sing it, it's too hard to sing, don't write it down. Fa, mi, re, do, ti. This still hasn't really symbolized whether we're major or minor. Fa, mi, re, do, ti. Because if we went la next, then we'd be in minor. Fa, mi, re, do, ti. But I'm going to do so, fa, mi, re, do, which is very, very major. So, fa, mi, re, do. So I'm staying in my new key here for this phrase. Well, for these 2 bars at least. So, fa, mi, re, do, la. Next. So, I need to have my high point in here anyway. La, si, la, ti, do, mi. La, si, la, ti, do, mi. If I add, that's what I hear. If I add that onto fa, mi, re, do, ti, so, fa, mi, re, do, la, si, la, ti, do, mi. Yep, I like it, and you're very much immediately back in your relative minor. La, si, la, ti, do, mi. And we have actually an arpeggio, or not an arpeggio, a jump here. We have a jump here, a jump here, we didn't really have that many leaps in this one until the end. So even though we've scale kind of pattern here, scale pattern here, scale pattern here, there's a lot of scale like sections, but we're okay. We've managed to resolve it with a few leaps mixed around. So I've done fa mi re do ti, so fa mi re do, la si la ti do mi re is what I hear next. So I'm going to add that in. No, we want to be on the chord of 5 anyway. Back to our rough work. Chord of 5 starts on D, so it's D, F sharp, and A. Oh, sorry. No, my apologies. Chord of 5 up here. I mean, not in your major key. We're back in our relative minor now. So I'm actually looking this chord of 5, B, D sharp, F sharp, and A. These are the notes I want to hang around on. So I'm on an A, which is your 7th. Re is your 7th. Re. So mi, si, ti, re. Mi, si, ti, re are solfa that you can use for this bar. I've done la, si, la, ti, do, mi, re. So if I did re, ti, si, that's a bit boring, and it's quite similar to that. Re, ti, si, la, si, la, ti, do, mi, re, do, ti, la, si. But then you're stuck with scales, and you've done so much scales. Re, do, ti, si. What about that instead? Re, do, ti, si. That's a better rhythm than what I sang. Re, do, ti, si. Re, do, ti, la, si. Or re, do, ti, si. Re, do, ti, si. This is an approach to C as well that I've told you can use. T, C is fine. So, re, do, ti, si, or re, do, ti, la, si. I don't want to do it because we have so many scales here, even though it sounds better. Re, do, ti, la, si, rather than re, do, ti, si, la. The next la around will ground it. So from the start so far we have la, la, do, mi. So it goes mi, re, do, ti, la, fa, mi, re, la, si, la, ti, do, la, fa, mi, fa, re, do, ti, la, ti, do, re, mi, fa, mi, si, la, so, fa, mi, re, do, ti, la, so, do, mi, so, mi, fa, mi, re, do, ti, so, fa, mi, re, do, la, si, la, ti, do, mi, re, do, ti, si, la. So actually, I'm happy with it so far. So la, we're back to development 1 from this bar here. We've done a scale up with the same rhythm. So I don't want to do another scale up. We've done pretty much nearly all scalic movement. So let's try something different here. La, do, mi, la, do, la, mi, re, do, mi, la, mi, do, re, mi, la, mi, do, re, mi, la, mi, re, do, ti. Nope, I prefer the first one. La, mi, do, re, mi. That's what I hear. I've tried out a few options now, and this is the one I like. La, mi, do, re, mi. Okay, development 2 for this bar. Fa, mi, re, la, si. So I can't do that again, and I can't do fa, mi, si, la, so, fa, mi. So I've come from la, mi, do, re, mi. I do hear it going to fa again. Do, re, mi, fa. Or I could do do, re, mi, la. But that doesn't make sense. let's have another approach. Let's try chords. This is the chord of 4 and the chord of 5. So I want the chord of 5 in here at some point. In here. But I can use the chord of 4 as well. So that's where the fa is coming from. La, mi, do, re, mi, fa. I also don't want it to have it similar here. Fa, mi, re, do, ti. I don't want that in there because it's the same thing. I can't get marks for doing the same thing. La, mi, do, re, mi, fa, mi, fa. If I'm using fa here, I have to go down. I can't go to C next. I can't also go to so. La, mi, do, re, mi, fa, la. Fa, la, si, la, ti. Fa, la, si, la, ti. La, mi, do, re, mi, fa, la, si, la, ti. Yep, I'm happy with that. And it's different as well. We're stretching back out the range and going a different direction. And we have a leap in here. La, mi, do, re, mi, fa, la, si, la, ti. Now, we have an option to add an array here as well. Fa, la, si, la, ti, re, do. That's quite major. Ti, re, do. So I'm not going to do that. Fa, la, si, la, ti, do. I'm just going straight up to do here. Do. And don't forget we finish on la. Do, ti, la, mi, si, do, re, mi, re, do. No. Do, fa, la, si, la, ti, la. Do, ti, la, mi, si, la, la, do, ti, la, mi, si, la. So what rhythm am I hearing? So that's what I hear melodically, and that's what I like. Fa, la, si, la, ti, do, ti, la, mi, si. No. Do, ti, la, mi, si, la. So I'm slowing down at the end rather than here because we're coming to the end of the melody. So I'm going to make these faster. Do, ti, la, mi, si. Yeah. Do, ti, la, mi, si, la. La, mi, do, la. La, mi, do, la. Long note on the la. Down here. So let's sing from the start. La, do, mi. So it goes. Mi, re, do, ti, la, fa, mi, re, la, si. La, ti, do, la, fa, mi, fa, re, do, ti. La, ti, do, re, mi, fa, mi, si. La, so, fa, mi, re, do, ti, la, so, do. Mi, so, mi, fa, mi, re, do, ti. So, fa, mi, re, do. La, si, la, ti, do. Mi, re, do, ti, si. La, mi, do, re, mi. Fa, la, si, la, ti, do. Oh, do, ti, la, mi, si, la, mi, do, la. I like it. I am happy with it, so I'm going to leave it there. I've checked through it. There are no wonky beats anywhere. I don't have added beats. I don't have one beat too few. I'm happy with the sound. I'm happy with the mismatch of leaps and step movement. I'm happy with my chords. I've ended on la. I have correctly used all of the raised so. I have avoided altogether, which is absolutely fine. I have avoided altogether using the raised fa. You don't have to use it. It's only if it comes directly before it. Like if I had here la, fa, si, then it'd have to be fi instead of fa if I did that. La, mi, do, re, mi, la, fi. There, fi, si, rather than fa, si. It have to be fi, si. But so that's just an example. I don't have it though, so I don't have to use it, and you don't have to use it either. That's absolutely fine if it's not in there. Now, we have to add in dynamics. Mi. So, mi, re, do, ti, la, fa, mi, re, la, si. I want a crescendo here. La, ti, do, la, fa. I'm going to start mezzo piano. Mi, ooh. Mi, re, do, ti, la, fa, mi, re, la, si. La. Actually want a crescendo here as well. La, ti, do, la, fa, mi, fa, re, do, ti. I'm going to rub out this arrow for now, because that was just rough work, and put in a diminuendo here, down to piano. Here. La, ti, do, re, mi, fi, mi, si, la, so, fa, mi, crescendo there. La, so, fa, mi, re, do, ti, so, do. Mezzo forte by here. Do, mi, so, mi, fa, mi, re, do, ti, so, fa, mi, re, do, la, si, la, ti, do, mi. My overall arc of the melody in this phrase is going upwards, even though this bit goes down and this bit goes down. It starts higher, higher, higher until we reach this point. So, I'm going to put in a crescendo. A poco, for those of you who don't know, means little by little. So, fa, mi, re, do, ti, so, fa, mi, re, do, la, si, la, ti, do, mi. And I want this to be the loudest point, so right up to fortissimo here. And then diminuendo straight away. Re, do, ti, si. Let's go down to mezzo forte. There's no point in going from fortissimo right down to mezzo piano or pianissimo or something down here. You've only got the space of a bar. That makes no sense. Re, do, ti, si, la, mi, do, re, mi, fa, la, si, la, ti. I want all of this phrase to be quiet. So starting off mezzo forte, fa, la, si, la, ti, do, ti, la. So diminuendo here. Si, la, mezzo piano, mi, do, la. Diminuendo again to pianissimo. And then my last thing I have to add in are my phrase marks. Make sure they're in this side of the note. Melody done. If you have any questions, please let me know.